It's because you're dead inside.
I'm not dead inside. A lot of shit scares me. More shit scares me than scares you. I don't call you dead inside.
Well,
Which
I
he
thought you
is.
looked.
He's very dead inside. But I don't call you dead inside to your face because I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Greetings, Mount fans.
Hello.
It's Moonboy, and
Lava Girl.
no,
I don't know what you want me to call myself.
whatever you want to call yourself, but
I don't.
not Lava Girl,
Why don't we ever talk about this between videos?
because it's more fun to do it on video.
The only thing that comes to mind is Lava Girl. I don't understand why. Because it's just the way you say Moon Boy just makes me think Lava Girl.
Moonboy.
Yeah, it's like Shark Boy.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think they ever said Shark Boy like that.
I don't know. I haven't seen that movie in like 20 years.
20 years. Wow. We only had kids for 11.
So.
Okay. Anywho, tonight we watched Ghost House from 2017. It is it's pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah, it was alright.
Yeah. So it features. Let's see. Who does it feature?
Nobody that I know. I don't
Basically,
think I
a
know
bunch of no
single
names
person.
except for Bobby from
Oh yeah.
Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
And his is a very small role,
Yeah.
but
That
so
was
the main
only
characters.
person I think in the whole movie that I recognize for sure.
Yeah, main characters are Scout Taylor Compton, who is Julie, and James Landry Herbert. Who is he? Jim.
That was his name in the movie. It was Jim.
Oh yeah, her husband boyfriend thing. Gogo. Who was Gogo?
Gogo was the.
Michael S. New.
He was the cab driver.
Yeah. And basically some other people other than Mark Boone Jr., who was a very small part. But yeah, basically nobody you know. Let's go ahead and read off the synopsis here. A young couple go on an adventurous vacation to Thailand. That's where your brother's at right now.
Which makes me a little nervous. I'm about to call him right now and tell him to come home. There's ghosts there.
Yeah. Only to find themselves haunted by a malevolent spirit after naively disrespecting a ghost house. Now,
which totally confused me because I was expecting them to be in a ghost house.
Right.
Like staying in a house that had ghosts in it. But that's not what happened.
So tell them what a ghost house is in Thailand.
In Thailand, and my brother would know this too, because he told me the same thing about Bali, is they have like things outside of the houses or the hotels or whatever. So what Thailand has all over the place is these houses, like these small houses that are ghost houses.
Like little doll houses or
Yeah.
bird houses.
Right, they're definitely smaller than doll houses.
Like a big ornate, right?
Yeah. And they would make those ghost houses very happy, so the ghosts would be happy there and would stay out of their house. Like put flowers and decorative stuff around it.
Yeah, they basically put out offerings every day.
Oh yeah, every day.
So that the ghosts would live there instead of in their own houses.
And my brothers told me that about Bali as well. I don't know if it was the same if it was ghosts. I mean, I guess it was. I'll have to ask him.
Maybe.
Stevie, if you're watching this video, you let me know.
Yeah. It might have been gods or spirits. Or
yeah, I think, I was thinking it was something more like God stuff, but anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was really interesting that it had to do with that and not with where they were staying, because I was thinking every other house movie we see is people living in the house, and this was not them living in a house, which I found interesting.
The Haunting of Hill House, or Last House on the Left,
or
Amityville Horror House,
like all those house movies are all that,
right? Yeah.
So that threw me off, but yeah, it was still pretty cool. Dude, is that a 4.7 out of 10?
Yeah, they've got a 4.7 out of 10 on IMDb. But what's even more bizarre is the Rotten Tomatoes rating of 25%. Not as bad as the last movie we reviewed, but still just not right. 25%. Come on.
That's pretty low, but honestly, I think the last movie was way worse because I think the last movie was way better than this movie.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I think this was better because it was more unique. Except it wasn't.
It wasn't because why? You tell me why.
So it was more unique in the sense that like what the imagery they, or not even the imagery they used, but just how they presented the story. So you're in a foreign land, which just the location shoot alone is, you know, some points in its favor because it's not
This
the
is in
same.
Thailand.
Right, it's in Thailand.
I get that. I would give them points for that, but
Sure, and you're not in a haunted house, right? Which is cool because
the other one, they were not always in a haunted house either.
yeah, and when they weren't in a haunted house, they were dying. I mean, it was fine. They were in a car for like 2 seconds and they died.
No, they were out of the house. I mean, people died in their dorm rooms and stuff.
Yeah, so whatever, it's all the same. But 95% of that movie was in that house. But this was all over the place. There was lots of locations because it didn't matter.
Because she was the one that was haunted.
Yeah, she was the one who was haunted because she, spoiler alert, desecrated unknowingly
A
ghost house. So let's talk about that for real quick.
Okay.
So this couple comes to Thailand. They get a hotel room. They're there for a day,
Yeah.
and by the end of the day, they bump into this English group of people. This couple of guys.
Yeah.
And
just two guys.
They are overbearingly friendly.
Yeah.
And I'm suspicious of them
Immediately.
right away.
Right. We would have been like, no.
I'm like,
goodbye.
yeah, no, you're either out to rape and kill me or scam me or something. But
Yep.
I'm like, you don't know me. Get over
Right.
it. So these guys befriend the couple. They work their hardest to get them drunk and separate them and
Yeah.
all this stuff. And then they drive them out into the country where there is a ghost house graveyard.
Yep.
Basically, when your ghost house that's sitting out in front of your house or your building starts falling apart or gets too old, you bring it out into the woods and you put it there so that it doesn't, I guess, get mad or fall apart and find you. So they bring it to this ghost house graveyard and then they leave them there. And they set them up by tying like a piece of her scarf around like a little Buddha statue or something.
But the one guy told her, he's like, come here and look at this.
Right.
And she got real close and she picked it up and took it.
Right, because it was her scarf that was tied around this little Buddha statue.
Right, but she took the Buddha. I think that was what has to do with
right,
it.
that's the desecration part. She took that, and so once she did that,
right.
It was basically like taking the gift away
right.
from the ghost that lived in that little house. And the ghost that lived in that house is a legendary ghost in Thailand who was a jealous wife that tried to burn her husband to death but wound up dying in the house fire herself, and the husband did not die. And so the Thais, they are all very afraid of this ghost, and they basically banished her spirit out into this ghost graveyard to keep her away from all the young ladies, because basically what she does is she takes any young ladies and takes their souls to wherever, like hell or whatever they believe in.
So what is she? They say she's gonna eat your soul. Like after so many days, like you have like, was it 3 days?
Yeah.
And she'll eat your soul, and then once she eats your soul, there's no getting the person back from like being gone.
Right. The thing is, the whole storyline was great up until they were like, yeah, she burned alive and all this kind of stuff, and she wants your soul. And then when she started haunting this girl, it was very much the Thai version of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh yeah.
Because this girl would fall asleep, and then all of a sudden, this char-faced ghost figure would come for her soul. It had long fingernails and there was a bathtub scene that was very much like the
That's
Nancy
true. So
scene
that's why you
from the
sent me
very
that
first
text.
one. Right.
So that's interesting. Yeah, you're right.
And
But
after that scene, there was like another like long hallway scene, and then she would wake up in like an area where it looked like maybe an old house, kind of like Freddy's house.
yeah, you're right.
And then there was like a boiler room scene.
Yeah.
So it was very much Thai Nightmare on Elm Street.
I will say that Nightmare on Elm Street was like a gazillion years ago, and this is last year, and this chick looked awful. The scary lady just looked awful. Andrew doesn't agree with me. She looked awful. I'm like, is she supposed to like be scary? Because she wasn't scary to me at all.
It's because you're dead inside.
I'm not dead inside. A lot of shit scares me. More shit scares me than scares you. I don't call you dead inside.
Well,
Which
I
he
thought she
is.
looked.
He's very dead inside, but I don't call you dead inside to your face because I don't want to hurt your feelings.
It wouldn't hurt my.
I'm just kidding. But no, I really definitely think that Freddie was a million times scarier than this chick, and I think Andrew's gonna put her on the TV right now and show you.
Yeah, I mean, you can see her here, and she looks pretty good. She has many pretty good scenes. I think her makeup and practical effects, like design work, is inconsistent.
Yes.
Like she looks different in every scene.
Right. That's why I want you to pick one of the scenes that I want to pick from, because she looked okay in some of the scenes, but not in most of the scenes. Especially the title scene.
I thought that was great.
That was awful.
That's why I wanted to watch the movie.
Yeah. I'm like, what the hell? I don't know. I don't get it.
Anywho,
I saw a lot of movies that matched, like the titles were something I wanted to watch, and you didn't want to watch them.
yeah, they all look the same. This one didn't look the same as all the other movies.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not going to spoil the end of this movie, but basically, the reason why this British group of guys lured this couple into the woods, again, spoilers, is because they themselves had been lured into the woods by someone else, most likely, right?
But they had a girl with them as well.
Right, they had a girl with them as well, and that girl got possessed just like, or haunted or whatever, just like
So right,
our
so
current main
right,
character.
right. So when those guys were taking the girl and the guy out to the cemetery,
Right.
their girlfriend, or I don't know, I'm assuming one of them was one girlfriend, one brother, or something.
Something.
She was in the hospital, so it was just the two of them. So they got her to take it, which made her leave the girlfriend, and then they could have her.
So it's basically like, if you don't want to die, you've got to pass the spirit on to the next person within a certain amount of time. We've seen that in other movies. It wasn't a new concept, and I called it pretty early. I was like, yeah,
Oh yeah.
they gotta pass the spirit on
Yeah.
to somebody else, and that's why they're doing it. And so they did. And eventually, the main characters, the guy and the girl, they run across the shaman who suggested
Yeah.
that path to the British couple, and he tells them to do the same thing. They don't wind up doing it.
He tried to.
Yeah, he tried to, but he
tried
didn't.
to,
He didn't
he
wind up going
stopped
through
at
with
the
it
end,
because
yeah.
he's gutless and has a conscience. But whatever.
Andrew would have just done it.
Yeah. Most likely, yeah. I would have just done it because I love you so much.
I know.
But basically, they have to find another way at this
Yeah.
point. They've only got like a day left.
Yeah.
They go to visit a witch doctor who is like the next level from the shaman.
Is it shaman or shaman to you?
It depends. It's
Because
kind of like
you said it differently earlier. You said shaman. and
that's
now
right.
you said
It's kind of like how
shaman.
it's used in a sentence. Like, what words fall before it?
See, that's like my Caribbean. I always say either Caribbean or Caribbean. I say them both.
Or caramel, right?
Right. I do that too.
Yeah.
So I don't know why. Like yeah. Sorry.
Anywho, yeah. Basically, they go visit this witch doctor. A lot of stuff goes down.
Yep.
You should watch it. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
There was a lot of good scenes like on the way where I guess they were jump scares.
Yeah.
But they were really decent. Like just in the car, when she's like looking out the window.
Yeah, oh yeah, that one made me jump.
Yeah.
The one in the window. And I knew it was coming. I mean, a lot of those you just know they're coming.
Right.
But still, you know they're coming, and then they don't come, and then they come. It's like the Pop-Tarts. Pop, and you just get scared.
I've never been scared of a Pop-Tart in my life, but okay. Yeah. I don't know. Everything about this movie was pretty decent. Like, it kind of played homage to my favorite horror movie, which is Nightmare on Elm Street. So I was all about it. I liked it. I liked it a lot. You didn't like it, I guess.
I'm not saying I didn't like it. I'm saying I didn't like it as much as I liked Truth or Dare the other night.
That movie's made for kids. That's like a teenager movie.
Maybe I'm a teenager.
I don't think so.
Maybe I am.
This movie was made for adults. Like people who've seen some shit.
See, you didn't feel like some of the acting was like out there a little bit?
No. I thought it was pretty good. The only acting that I thought was weird was Go-Go, their
Cab driver.
Taiwanese driver. And I know he's kind of like an American actor, but he speaks fluent Thai, so it was just kind of weird because he plays kind of a stereotypical Taiwanese guy.
Right.
Where he's got that up and down sing-song voice where they're like, you know, sorry guys, but he said a lot of like words in English that way, like at least at the beginning. Like he was very much,
I don't pay attention to stuff like that. Like I don't know how I'm in awe of you and being able to pick up on stuff because I have no.
He was
idea.
really leaning into that like Taiwanese American or English accent, and it was okay. He kind of toned it down a little bit during the movie, halfway through, and then it got a lot better for him. But other than that, I thought all the acting was fine. I think probably the weakest character was the guy from Sons of Anarchy.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean,
I think they were all pretty weak though. I think they're like all his girlfriends and stuff. That was all very weak. His bodyguard, that was very weak. I mean, you know, the main two characters, the boyfriend and girlfriend, the main two were okay. I still don't think they were great. I think the girl was better because she was having to play a lot of dramatic parts and stuff. I think that was really well done.
I think it's easier to thrash around and be
but that's what she's supposed to do. I think she did a good job. With him, I feel like he was kind of there sometimes, like right on, and other times he wasn't. I feel like a lot of them were off a little bit. And I feel like in my Truth or Dare movie, everybody was right on.
Yeah.
I was really drunk for that movie.
Yeah, you weren't nearly as drunk for this movie, which is probably the problem.
Yeah, it probably is. You're probably right. Also, when we started the movie, I said, I'm going to hate this.
You did. You went in there biased already.
Yeah. But I did say, when it first started, you said they're in Thailand, like your brother. I was like, oh, okay. So I was excited to talk to my brother about it. So I'm going to talk to my brother about it.
Yeah.
But I'll probably forget by then.
No, but Stevie watches these things. If you're watching, let us know about your ghost house experiences.
For real.
Yeah.
Don't steal anything from them or touch them or hurt them in any way.
And if you've been to Thailand, let us know in the comments below if you've ever screwed with a ghost house.
No, don't do that. I wouldn't do it. If I went to Thailand, I wouldn't touch one.
Well,
No
it's
way.
because you watched this movie, but if you didn't know, right? And you've like just said, oh, look at this cute birdhouse, and you start
But I wouldn't
playing with the little
I
characters.
wouldn't take
that are in it.
anything or anything like that.
I don't know.
I wouldn't. I'm not that type of person.
But someone watching this might be.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Leave
Yeah.
us a comment.
So yeah, leave us a comment if you have ever seen one or messed with one, and let us know if you're dead or not.
let us know if any ghosts haunted you.
Yeah. But all in all,
So we're not going to tell them how it ended?
No. I think they should watch it. We give a lot of spoilers, and Stevie comments on that every time.
My brother?
Yeah, he does.
Gosh.
So we won't spoil the very end, but use your imagination. Use common horror movie tropes and formulas, and you'll know the ending. But what I'm kind of thrown by is the beginning scene.
Okay.
The very beginning scene,
Mm-hmm.
it appears to be our main girl dying in the streets.
Really?
I think it was her.
No.
I'll have to go back and watch it again, but I'm pretty sure that it was like, where they show the end at the beginning, and she's getting like her soul sucked out.
Yeah, no, but I don't think it was her.
I think it was, because she's not exceptionally pretty or anything. She's a blonde, and I don't know.
I think we're gonna have to pause this and come right back.
Let's check it out.
We'll be right back. Should I push a button on the top?
No, we'll just edit it in. No.
Can we just go do it?
I think we should check that first scene.
Okay, I'm gonna do that right now.
Okay.
Stay right there. Oops, sorry, trigger. I didn't mean to run your nose
Because
over.
I really do think that was her. But they didn't show that at the end. They didn't like wrap it all together.
That's what I'm saying. What do you think of her?
What's wrong?
Nothing. What's wrong with you?
The freaking camera stopped recording.
I know. Something went wrong on your phone again.
Something went wrong. Something went wrong. It's very descriptive. I'm a little pissed off. We basically talked for another 15 minutes. And it's gone.
I know it's so hard for you to talk to me, babe.
Yeah. I have to schedule that shit. I'm like, you know what? We gotta talk.
No.
Anywho. So, this movie's pretty cool. I gave it an 8. She gives it a 6. Watch it. Watch the end. It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
And
It's okay.
It has nothing to do with the first scene. The first scene is just nonsense that has nothing to do with anything, except for it involves the ghost.
Right. The actual ghost, yeah.
But it doesn't loop back into the story.
No. That's that.
That's that. So sorry if...
We talked about a lot of things that had nothing to do with the movie.
We did.
A lot of things.
That's what you're here for.
I know, I agree, but I don't know what they heard, what they didn't hear, and all that, so...
We talked about
We just
various
kinda-
TV shows we're watching, movies we've seen that we didn't review,
Books we've read.
books, all sorts of things. Spooky Empire, which is an absolute shit show now.
Really? You didn't like it?
Oh my god.
Are you gonna go next year or no?
Probably, because I just do that kind of thing. Just like we said last year that we weren't going to MegaCon,
Yeah, we did.
but then we went again.
I know.
And it was better this year.
Yeah. Plus we go to be with Denise and Darren. That's different.
But, dear God, Spooky Empire was a crap show. Parking was horrible.
Yeah. I didn't go. That's one thing I don't go to with him is Spooky Empire. I don't know why. It's just...
Because she doesn't like horror.
I do like horror. I watch horror with you all the time.
She doesn't like horror. She didn't like this movie.
I didn't.
And it was good.
6.
So,
But
she's
the
honest.
last movie, Truth or Dare, I gave it an 8. No, or a 7. I think
I don't
I
know.
gave it an 8. Maybe a 7, but I'm pretty sure it was an 8. I loved that movie. So how do I not love horror?
Well, you don't love horror the right way. Because you didn't love this movie.
No, I didn't. I give it a 6.
She's wrong. And if you agree
Just
with her,
because-
you're wrong.
Just because we have our own opinions doesn't mean anything. Sometimes we like the same movies. Sometimes we like different movies.
Sure.
That's all there is to it. Like Harry Potter, best movies in the world. And I know you don't agree with me, but it's true. So, yeah, that's where we differ. And honestly, the Harry Potter books, so much better than the movies. Oh, yeah.
They're almost exactly the same.
No, they're not.
Yes.
No, they're not. Some of the books are like this big and took me like 12 or 14 hours to read.
Sure. Because you read slow?
I don't read slow, and you know I don't.
What gets covered in the story gets covered.
No, they don't even talk about the house elves in the movies.
Sure.
They talk. Oh yeah, they talk about Dobby and Creature for like 5 minutes.
They just don't go over.
They don't get into the details of the house elves. There are multiple.
Hermione's house elf like.
No. They don't talk about all the house elves in the kitchen of Hogwarts. I mean, there are so. Okay, we're not even going to get into that
completely
right now.
Unimportant.
We need to review that because
unimportant.
Not
the house elves. No one
That's
gives a
just
shit about.
one thing. And you know what? I haven't read Harry Potter in a long time. I'm gonna start again, but I need to get them on my phone again, but I can't. Anyway, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Anywho, I say watch this movie.
I say watch it. I would watch it again. I just don't. I don't give it an 8 or a 7. I give it a 6.
Not even a 6.5.
No.
No.
I give it a 6.
6. Almost like.
I'll give it a 6.5, but only because, truth or dare, I was really drunk. So it might not have been an actual 8 or whatever I gave it, but.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I was all over the place in that one. But anyway, I'm not that drunk. This is only the one drink I've had. I haven't even finished it yet. So this one was
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It is like spoopy Asian horror meets Western horror. And I like
See, I feel like some of that is true, but at the same time, a lot of it, I feel like there wasn't a lot of horror in this movie. There wasn't.
What?
The grandma was the only horror.
Grandma?
Yeah, the old lady.
What old lady?
Okay, the dead lady.
The dead lady.
She looked like an old lady. We'll show you the picture. She looked like an old lady.
So the dead lady is the only horror, just like Freddy is the only horror in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, but Freddy is a lot more all the time. This chick was not there nearly enough times. And when she was, it was not that. And like when Freddy was there, he was in there for like a 20-minute scene, or like a 5-minute scene, or a 10-minute scene. He was. She was not. She would pop in and pop out. Freddy was
in there a lot less than you think.
No, I don't think so.
It's very much like Jaws. You know, you don't have to see Jaws all the time, and you don't. But you're still scared to go in the water.
That's different.
Nope. I'm scared to go to Thailand now.
I'm not.
F that place.
I want to go see my brother. Like, hey, brother.
Hey, brother. He screwed with any haunted ghost houses yet? Okay, I'm leaving. No.
He probably wouldn't.
I don't think he would. I think he would respect the local culture. Whereas I might say, let's see what happens.
Yep. Try it again.
Okay then.
All right. Sorry you guys missed the other 15 minutes we had of a lot of chat that we don't even remember what we chatted about. So
We don't. This is what happens when you are trying new equipment.
Yes.
And new formats, and shit just goes wrong.
I'll make sure you saw this. I don't know if you saw it.
Look at that. Look. Boobs. No, that's yin.io.
Yen.io. In case you missed it out of the earlier video.
Yeah, you should check it out.
I'm not sure when we put it in.
I don't know. Anywho, I'm on Yen.
I'm on Yen too.
She is too. So, if you like this video, or you like the movie that we reviewed, let us know.
Or if you don't like the movie we reviewed, let us know.
If you don't like the movie we reviewed, you can go somewhere and find that, okay? But if you did like it, tell her she's wrong. And
I thought it was a good movie. I didn't say I hated
up.
it. I'm just giving it a 6, which is more than like a 4, which is what I would give if I hated it, or a 3. I didn't give him a 3 or a 4. I gave it a 6.
A 6 is still a failing grade, even in this now shitty grading structure that Florida has.
6 is a failure, yes.
Yeah. A complete F. This is an F?
Fine, I'll give it a 6.5, so then it's like
Like
a D. D minus.
Jesus Christ. It's not even a
That's
B
not what I'm
movie.
saying. I'm not giving it a D. It's not the same thing.
No?
No, I'm saying a 10 is something I would probably never do except for Harry Potter, 'cause all the Harry Potter movies were a 10. But for other movies, it would be very difficult for me to give it a 10. But
I can name like 5 right off the top of my head.
what?
Like Alien,
Okay.
Nightmare on Elm Street,
Okay.
Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Okay.
I mean, that's fantastic.
Okay.
Let's see. I think that another Wes Craven movie, Scream, was a 10.
Oh, The Ring was definitely a 10.
The Ring.
The Ring was amazing.
I mean, that's fine,
Now,
okay.
when I watch The Ring back, I don't think it's that way. But back when it was first made and put out there, it was like the first time that kind of movie was out that I remember. 'Cause that movie blew me away.
You mean Asian horror?
Maybe.
Yeah.
'Cause that was
this kind of
made-
Asian horror.
Goodbye.
See ya.